from downtown Minneapolis, a look at beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, up in the rivalry, doing battle in the NFC North. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. They'll get across the 20, mark them down to 23-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically, it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really, it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
Brings up second down at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's second and a couple. Now McCarthy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
No gain on a quarterback sneak? That's pretty surprising, Mike, anytime we see that happen. There just aren't many plays in the NFL that we consider to be automatic. The quarterback sneak is normally pretty close.
So on fourth down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. Jaden Reed on the return for the Pack. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So the Packers come out, and they are led by Jordan Love, who followed Aaron Rodgers after playing apprentice for a couple of seasons. And now for Love, it is his 3rd season as the Green Bay starter.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Blake Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
A gain of 3 brings up second down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
First down, Green
That's
Bay.
a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
I can't believe what I watched.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8
yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Brandon McManus now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead.
Packers 7, Vikings nothing. Brandon McManus.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
First down 10.
The Vikings offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. They run, and here's the former Packer, Aaron Jones. And a nice job there sidestepping defenders on his way. It's a gain of 9.
36-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run it once more with Joe. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Minnesota.
1st and 10.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3 and out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he is out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage, so he's going to end up losing a couple of yards. Not a good first down.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 13.
He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing again is McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
That's good for a Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
In trouble, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt in there to drop that time. It's a loss of 7.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
3rd down and
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. Track him down. That ball is out. And the Packers have recovered the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. On play action, Love. There's a short one caught by Kraft. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Packers.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Josh Metellus there on the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On the bootleg, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
3rd down and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And that'll set up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. And their 2 drives so far not good. Punt, lost fumble. Trying to make amends here on drive number 3. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A run. It's Jones. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The All-Pro Micah Parsons there for the stop.
Up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, 3 to go. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. A 19-yard pickup there. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
Of 19 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10
I know,
yard
I'm
line.
biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Isaiah McDuffie in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
Moving to his left. He'll tuck it and take off. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that 1st down.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
3rd and 2, and here's McCarthy. Look wide, get this one complete, and it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
So as the saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection, and while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He's got a receiver, it's Ty Felton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
He's got his man, Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 6. McCarthy gonna look to throw again. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
This is exactly how it's supposed to look on 3rd down. His eyes are downfield, nothing materializes. He quickly decides he can do it himself, picks up the first down, and then to protect himself with the slide, well done.
He runs straight ahead with Jones. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Off he goes. And he'll take this one in. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown Vikings. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
On now for the extra point, here's Will Reichert. The kick is good, and the Vikings will level things out at 7 apiece.
Will Reichert to
So
kick
back
off
to
for
level
the Vikings.
after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Bo Melton on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter. And get started with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Love. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
A 2nd down throw for Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
So I don't hate this call, Mike. You think it's 3rd and short, everyone's at or near the line of scrimmage. There's a lot of green grass downfield in the passing game. Traditionally, though, I'm a little more comfortable with this call when you've made the decision that even if it falls incomplete, you're going for it on 4th down. So I don't love 3rd and short bomb punt. I do love 3rd and short, okay, you fail, I'm going to go for it on 4th down.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. On 1st down, here's McCarthy. Short pass caught by Oliver. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Just past midfield.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. 31 yards.
1st and 10.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is, and in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open, short throws, turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. He'll lose a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
22-yard line.
Guys, you got this. Let's win.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Just a beautiful ball there by the quarterback. And the point I want to make here, Mike, and make sure the viewer understands is, in the NFL, if you have to wait for a guy to be open and then deliver the ball, it's too late. So often these quarterbacks throw their guy open. They anticipate where the void in the coverage is going to be. That's exactly the reason this play worked out here, Mike, and he's able to connect here for a big touchdown.
Will Reichert now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Vikings 14, Packers 7.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Melton now to return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Packers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To Golden. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 32-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Love. Right back to Golden. He's got it again. That's the timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Here's Daniel Whelan now as he is on to punt for Green Bay. A fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw, it's McCarthy. A throw on the move, is caught. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this first half.
Second and 3 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, they need 3. Here's McCarthy. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hansen, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Packers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Jacobs to start the drive. And the struggles continue. He's dropped behind the line again.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Now Love. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. I might tell you after the game, he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and a third down comes up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
Not much there, maybe a yard.
Blake Cashman on the tackle. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. We'll go play action with Love. Get this over the middle to Golden. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
At the 8-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The 11-yard line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that is incomplete. Luke Musgrave, the tight end, was the intended target there. And now they're faced with a 4th and goal.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Ty Chandler now to bring it back. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25. The Vikings offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Play action now. It's McCarthy. Escaping to his left.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Micah Parsons in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
Well, as they face this possible 3 and out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one down the field, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings, as he's on to punt for the second time. This returnable with Reed. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Packers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. To the left side, he finds Curtis. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Out quickly to Golden on the RPO. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Green Bay first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now it's McManus for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14.
Vikings 14.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Price now to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Play action. Here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
At the 24-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. They'll go play action here. This offensive line just has no.
A 7-yard
Rashawn
loss brings up
Gary
third down.
gets up for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Jordan Love, the rest of the Packer offense, ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this up to the 48-yard line. Josh Metellus, they're on the tackle.
At his 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Love to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. Can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a third down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. That one too far, out in front. It is incomplete. Tucker Kraft was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
First down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They are cooking to begin this drive. This play going for 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Linebacker Isaiah McDuffie ends the play there.
brings up second down at the Packers.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. In motion, it's Jefferson. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. To the right side and corralled by Fielder.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. This is caught down that right sideline. He's taken down just shy of the 10. 18 yards on the connection. First down, Minnesota.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Throwing on second down is McCarthy. That is caught side of the end zone. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Vikings.
What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Riker now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
21. Packers 17.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Packers offense ready to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is complete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll motion over Thielen. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the 1st down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike. We're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. Open man downfield, it's Hopkinson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Vikings. 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Vikings 1st down.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up 1st downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
With the fullback trying to power it home. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a loss of 1.
This defense knows the
Brings up
importance of
second
this
and
drive. They
goal.
have to keep
At
this
the
game at
2-yard
one
line.
possession. That's a great start there on first down.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Jones trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
Line of scrimmage.
I typically like to see the play-action pass on the early downs, Mike. Now they find themselves on third down. The defense is more prepared for the pass. They get stopped twice with the run. Do they go back to it a third time and take their chances?
They'll look to throw for it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Minnesota. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Will Riker now on for the extra point. The kick is good. The Vikings will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
17.
Riker out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Nixon on the return. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This one complete down the field to Golden. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. That's a pickup of 75 yards. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Packers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone. The two-point conversion is successful. And game on. Lead is down to 3 here in the fourth quarter.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy is better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Chandler now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Forced out wide. He'll try to run for it. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. Talk things over before 3rd down.
1-yard gain.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and 6. In the shotgun, it's a throw for McCarthy. And on 3rd down, that ball's incomplete. Jalen Naylor was the intended receiver that time.
It's 4th down.
And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, we sit up here all the time and we try to break down why certain plays work or don't work. Well, this one's not real tricky. I mean, he just simply needs to catch the ball. I mean, that close to the first down chain, if he just catches that ball and turns upfield, they extend this drive. He's got to come over to the sideline, take a deep breath, tell his guys, hey, man, that's on me. And he's got to go out and make that next play because his team's going to need him to play better as the rest of this game continues.
So now, Jordan Love and the Packers down by a field goal. A little over a minute and a half to go. They need, at minimum, a field goal as they come up with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Love. That's the grab, the tight end downfield. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. A pickup there of 25 yards. 1st down, Packers. To throw is Love. Look in the middle, that's Kraft. He's got it. And the move This one down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11 on the
They
play.
go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a first down. Back to throw is Love. There's Pratt, the tight end. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
And with that throw, Mike, now they're clearly in position where they can at least attempt to tie the game with a field goal. But I don't think they should take the foot off the gas. Continue to take shots downfield. Continue. See if you can come away with a touchdown, knowing you at least have a field goal try if the touchdown doesn't work out.
Now they use their final timeout here. Really puts them in a tough spot. They're going to kick it now, risk another play. Time will tell. Here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to force overtime. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are almost certainly bound for overtime.
And that's just a big-time kick right there. I mean, think about all the things running through this kicker's head. He knows if he misses it, this game's over. But he's cool. He's calm. He steps up, takes a deep breath, and he knocks it through to extend this game.
Final seconds here, overtime looming on the horizon as they kick it off. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Here we go. One final play. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out, and we are headed to overtime.
Will Reichard to
Four
kick
quarters
off for the Vikings.
could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Here's Nixon on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing is Love. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs.
Complete to Romeo Dobbs. A 5-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Now Love. The outside, it's brought in by Golden. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
First down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. That's powerful running. Lowers the shoulder and picks up 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They go play action with Love. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
A gain of 14. And a Packer 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
A 2nd down throw for Love. It's caught by Golden, right side, and they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15.
His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right 3rd. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 21-yard line.
2nd and 1 now from the 21. Love to throw. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
1st and goal.
That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
From the gun, it's Love. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And now, 3rd and goal coming up.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
It's the tight end Kraft in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Love. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This to get a leg up in the OT. This kick is good. He knocks it through. And they get the upper hand as they take the lead to start overtime.
Of course they would have loved to finish this with a touchdown, of course. But this is the next best thing. You come out here in overtime, you get the early lead going up by 3, and now you put it on your defense. Can they come up with one stop to win this football game?
So the opening drive of overtime yields 3. Can the opponents respond? They receive the kickoff now. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Ground now with Jones. And they'll knock him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up 1st downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, juking his way forward for a gain of a couple.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Headed left, buying time. He runs with it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
They'll motion over Thielen. Running left, it's Jones. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. What great work just to get those hands up there. And now it's 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
That's a timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. So now, a big spot coming here. This to extend the overtime. The kick is good. Under pressure, he delivers. And we continue on. Now it's next score wins here in overtime.
A penalty is declined.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Melton now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Packers offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On play action, Love. That's complete to Jacobs. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set down. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
From the gun, here comes Jacobs. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So this time they're trying to use the run game to attack the boundary side of the field, and the defense is really fast in their pursuit. Really nice effort there from the backside, and they're able to bring him down this time for a loss.
3rd and long. Here's Love. This one is caught by Reed. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a Packer 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Packers going to use their final timeout now.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Green Bay.
So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one to win it in overtime. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota. So here comes Brandon McManus in a pressure situation. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. He got it. It took overtime, but they will walk off the field with the victory.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So it's a win here for the visiting Packers. They knew a field goal would do it, and a pressure kick from distance was right on the money. They come away with the victory here in overtime. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.